Well, hello everybody, Spegtacular, the Black Glove Stacular is back. I want to talk to you about me, this guy, squeezing the peace dollar once again. Many people are involved in this. What does that mean? It's just we're buying up the peace dollars like crazy when we see them, and I recommend decent condition ones, decent grade ones. Grab those ones right there, but grab just about anything you can. Hold them in our collection because they are pieces of history that deserve to be held on to and loved by collectors. And that's you and I, right? That's who we are. We're collectors, mostly. And we want to preserve history by holding our coins. And I don't mean holding just by in our hands. I mean holding them and keeping them, right? Hold the line, keep them. Anyways, I want to show you what I got right now in August, my birth month. While I'm squeezing the peace dollar, I also have some other cool coins I want to show you. So this might be a little bit longer of a video, but if you are a coin collector, this might be a video you'd enjoy. So first coin is a 1925 peace dollar right here with beautiful luster. Still a great strike on there. Looks really nice. Look at that. See all the feathers on the eagle? Little scratch on the back I noticed. That's a pretty coin. Still has a decent amount of luster on her. Yeah. Listen, spot price of silver has come down. I've been able to get these right here for a nice low price. Because these raw common date peace dollars tend to go very much in line with the price of silver. So silver comes down significantly. I get to capitalize significantly on my treasures and my collection. So bada blammo. Here's a 1925, nice luster. Not as good as that last one though. And a couple little scratches and dinks. Looks like some coins fell onto the back of that eagle right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm going to zoom in. You're going to really be able to see. See those little scratches and dinks out of there? Little dink, dink. That stuff right there just kind of, distracts you a little bit and kind of makes you focus on that rather than the actual beauty of the overall peace dollar. But still, all that negative I was talking, still a wonderful piece. And no pun intended, here we go. Here's the next. I got these right here. I said, you know what? Let me buy the coin, not the holder. But the holder wasn't free, unfortunately. I was able to get these for $30 each. And I thought, you know what? Fine. For an older little piece of history right here, older NGC holders, forget about it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So they actually marked this one as AU55. It does, if you turn it just this way right here, you can see some schmutz right there on the coin. And they might have, subtracted a few points because of some of that little nonsense. Little chatter in the coin too, as far as little marks and stuff goes. It's all about the chatter, right? You got to be careful. The back looks really good. And now I'm also magnifying the thing right here too. So you're really going to see the imperfections. Looks like a little mark right there where another coin made contact with it probably. But overall, it's a really nice coin for 30 bucks. 30 bucks. And it's preserved, Break it out of the holder. No, absolutely not. Why? It's preserved that way. It's protected. It's a common year, not a common grade or anything like that. I don't need to do anything with this. This thing is set up. It's ready to go. I'll keep it in that little preservation for 10, 20, 30 years. And you know how much that thing's going to be worth in 10, 20, 30 years? Well, probably at least the spot price of silver. I'm going to go with that. Anyways, let's keep moving. All right, so next is a little bit lower, right? This is a higher. This is a 58. This one's a 58. It's a little bit shinier too. You can actually see it. Has a mark on the kind of the chin right there, right? Where looks like another coin hit it. See it right there? Yeah, you can see that. And a little nastiness over here. I feel like that could have probably been just kind of flaked off with a fingernail. Be careful with doing some of that kind of stuff. But I've done some minor surgery on coins that have like little tiny, like, I don't know what it is, like this. Looks like a little piece of grass was on there. Sometimes those things right there, you can just take like a little fingernail and just kind of very carefully without actually hitting the coin, just get that stuff off of there. So just be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, or if you got like, just had coffee, 3-4 cups of coffee hand, you're doing one of these, maybe don't try to mess with your coins. Maybe just, trust somebody else to do that, or don't mess with it at all. Just, be careful. Next is yep, hold on. Yep, you saw it, a 1921 peace dollar. That's right, the high relief peace dollar. Woo! The first one that started the peace dollar, around 1 million minted. One of the key dates of the series. I mean, what else can I say about it? It's a beautiful coin. Kind of reminds me more of a metal MEDAL, being in this high relief the way it looks. And you see a lot of problems when you're looking at piece dollars all the time. You see a high relief piece dollar 1921. You can see like the hair kind of all messed up right here. You can see some missing feathers right there in the eagle. But a lot of this is just striking issues when it came to trying to get that high relief strike. So don't automatically look at that and think, okay, that's, you know, some serious wear to the coin, although it can very well be. And I'm not saying that there isn't some wear there, but a lot of times it's just that inability to get a good strike on it because of the high relief. And when you look at, let's look at, this is an AU55, well, Annex, ANACS, Annex says that. Let's look at the AU55 right here of an old NGC, and you can see the difference how the strike looks on the same grade of a coin. And so you see how, you know, there's missing hair right here. I'm not saying missing, but, you know, you don't see the individual hair lines and whatnot. Here you see it. And when I turn it over, you can see how some of the high points again, right there, the feathers on the 21 kind of missing and the feathers not here. Those feathers right there look great on the 22. And that's generally because of the high relief. Now the rock looks much better on the high relief, doesn't it? The rock with the piece. A lot of times the piece dollars that are not high relief, so anything after the 1921, and even some of the 1922 was actually high relief too. Be honest with you, there's a couple of those, and those are very expensive. But the rock looks great on the 21s compared to just about every other piece dollar. And I'll show you right here. Here's a, well, this is an AU58. Let's look at the rock and the piece. So again, doesn't look great as compared to the 21. 21 looks much better on the rock. So just a little piece of advice. You want to keep going? Here's a 25. Here's a 25. Let's look at the rock. Look how terrible. Look at that. It does not get a great strike on the later years. The high relief really helped the rock, but not much else. Here's another 25. Look at that. Look how much better it is on the 21. Anyways, just some information. I know some of you guys are probably like, hey, crack them out of those old holders and send them in to somebody, blah, blah, blah. You know, maybe I'd crack this out and get PCGS to kind of do a double take on the AU55. Maybe you can eke out a little bit higher of a grade. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it's a great looking piece dollar. I'm happy to have it the way it is, but that might be something I do just to kind of preserve it in something new, or I might keep it where it is. How would I crack it out of there if I was going to crack it out of there? Well, great that you asked, because actually I have this new thing right here. This is this little piece of technology. It's crazy. It'll actually show us a video on how to crack it out. If I just put it up to this video, watch this.
Removed from mount. I see no, I disagree with them.
So remove from mount, and they have what it's like a bezel or something like that around it?
That would mean, that would say what it is, yeah. But I mean, I don't see any residual proof of it being mounted. I see nothing on the rim. I see nothing on the edges. Has it been cleaned? It's been dipped. In my case, usually clean means it's got to be really abrasive.
Yeah. Second opinion here. The jeweler's opinion too.
So he's going to find it.
Ah.
And he's going to try to usurp me.
Hey Nathan, if I want to, can you get a coin in a bezel for me?
Yeah, sure.
You can make your own little bezel?
Yeah.
I've been so busy this morning, I didn't even get to put my gun on.
Oh.
I hope there's no evil people.
Oh, there is everywhere.
What are you referring to? I don't see anything myself.
I find it interesting
the
now.
The jeweler can't see it.
I see nothing to signify that.
Unless it's on the rim where you can't see it because of the plastic.
Well, we're going to take it out of the plastic?
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Now we'll take it out and say, oh my God, there it is.
And then we'll let you look at it when it's out of the plastic. How about that?
Now you do this, and when you do this, you should be wearing eye protectors. Well, you close your eyes.
Close your eyes. I got my eyes closed. All right. Now, is this going to hurt the coin, what you're doing?
There goes $30 to get this certified.
No, you're going right around the coin. You're fine.
Yeah, that was just like the one we just did, where we broke it out because it wasn't worth putting it in the plastic. When you're breaking these out, do not put the blades over the coin. Just a hint.
That's the tip, huh? Tip of the day. bunch of fingers.
Wow.
This one's a good one.
Wow. You think this was a 95?
I've seen people like
Do not do this.
Don't do that. This is unexpected.
There we go. Hey, Adam.
There you go, today.
Okay, I can see what they're talking about.
Now you see it?
I see it.
Solder pit.
No, I don't know if it was soldered. Looks like right there.
So that's where it was.
Not hardly anything.
That
That's,
doesn't affect the field.
it doesn't affect the fields. It's sometimes you get carried away with yourself.
Now we know.
No, it's soldered. Someone soldered it. It's
The
like,
jeweler says it's soldered.
yeah, I'm telling you. They used a little tack. Someone must have had a jump ring on it or something. Jesus.
Very good. Thanks, guy.
No problem.
So, as you can see, that new technology piece right there is working as intended. That's great. Let's keep going. I want to go to this. This is a 1880S. So I think there was like I don't know, close to 9 million minted in this year. Kind of a lot of Morgan dollars for this year. But this one right here, beyond the booger that's on the slab right there, and I can just pick that off. Just like somebody picked it on there, pick the booger on. I can just pick that booger off. It's probably like a piece of dried up rubber band or something like that. Could have been. I don't know. But look how great this coin looks. The luster is phenomenal. It has the double lightsaber effect. Look at that. Looks like a cross going across the coin. So wonderful luster on her. And the toning is out of this world phenomenal. I love how all the coins receiving a little bit of toning, but you see some really nice pinks, reds, blues right up around the rim right here. Fantastic. Now wait for this. I'm going to turn it over. And are you sitting down? You want to sit down for this one. Ready? Sit down. 1, 2, 3. Bam! Look at that. It continues on to the other side. Get out of here. It's so wonderful. Play with your coins. Love your coins. They're your babies. Look at that. Little schmutz right there on the plastic. Ignore the schmutz. Nice. Nice colors right there. I love the tone coins. Loved them. Love them. Anyways, old annex holder. Is that one that I could just say, hey, I want to flip that out of there or break that out of there and get into something else? Sure, I could. Maybe. Look at that. From a distance, you really can enjoy the toning on this thing. Look at that. From a distance. What is that song? Anyways, next, I got some really cool coins too I want to show you. This I found interesting. This was by the coin, not the holder, so I paid well under that price right there. Ignore the prices on these. I didn't pay that. But this is a Washington Carver commemorative $50. And I had the whole typeset of the commemorative $50, but I was like, yo, this is great. This is a cool little piece of grading history because this is some, sort of a garage grader, this American Alliance coin grading service. I was watching a video and actually somebody was like, oh, let's put this coin grading service to the test and actually crack the coins out of these slabs and send them off to PCGS to see how they do. And the guy says before he sends them off, he's like, I'd imagine that the coins come back in less of a condition than this company had them in. The coins came back same or better from PCGS. So that just goes to show you that, some of these, little smaller graders aren't terrible. They learn the tools of the trade and the tricks of the trade from the big guys, or they, where the big guys ended up learning their skills from some of these smaller places. Like, look at Annex. People look down on Annex, but that is the place that started it all, Annex. So how can you look down on them? PCGS even recognizes Annex, and they'll reholder an Annex holder into theirs. Just switch over the name, basically. So don't always just be like throwing these away. And I thought this would be a cool little piece of talking parts to be able to have on my channel right here to, just communicate that sometimes these holders right here, you got to look at the coin and not the holder. And this is one of those cases. It's a great coin. I think it would be higher than a 62 on this. Definitely in the comments if you want, man. Tell me what you think. I know what you're thinking. This is a long-winded video. All right, let's go to the next. I really want to get to this half cent, but let's move on to this right here. First, This is one of those ones you go into the coin shop, you're not really familiar with it, and you're like, you know what, I'm just going to take that too. Why not? Sometimes that is a great way to do business. I tell you what, you're not familiar with something, you're not sure about it, it looks cool, grab it, and then go do some research, man. You learn a little bit of history. And I did here with the Holy Dollar in the dump. This says it's Australia's new solid silver legal tender coins. Commemorative issue, 1988. So pretty cool, little reminiscent of Lord of the Rings looking kind of situation here. Has a little bit of a story on the little pamphlet that comes with it, which I think is great. For my Australian viewers, you probably know all about these. This was, kind of news to me, kind of interesting. And I thought, you know what, let me grab one of these. So it has two pieces, as you can see here. We'll come back to that. But the big piece is actually 999 fine silver, and it's 1 ounce of silver. And the dump, or the smaller one, is actually 1/4 of an ounce of silver. So I think it's cool. You get basically 1 1/4 ounce of silver right here. And the toning on these was phenomenal. That's what really drew me to it. Looked great. 1 ounce, the Holy Dollar. Not the Holy Diver, no, the Holy Dollar. And it talks about a serpent that is on the front of it right here. It depicts Yolungul, the rainbow serpent. I probably jacked that all up, but it is what it is. And there's the serpent around that right there. So there's Yolungul. And here is the dump. Great toning on the dump. So you want to take it? You want to take a dump? No, you can't have my dump. That's my dump. I own that dump. And you can see the other sides here. So Australia, $1, Elizabeth II. And less toning on that side. This side right here drew me to it. But you know what? At the end of the day, I got it less than that $40 price tag on there. And at the time, I think silver was a little higher, but I think I got it for spot technically. So, okay, or close to, I might have been even under spot on that. I'd like to say that the person I bought it from actually didn't realize that it was 1 1/4 ounces. I thought it was just 1 ounce total, and almost got me for under. But I was like, no. Let me be doing the right thing here. It's 1 1/4 ounces. All right, next, if I can get this thing, I want to get it on the edge. This I found to be wonderful. Now this is for the coin collectors out there. This is an 1833 half cent. What? A half cent? That's crazy. What could a half cent possibly buy? Well, I paid $120 for this little half cent, so it's definitely worth at least $120 for a half cent these days. Look at that. I think it's great looking. I loved the color on this thing right here. Out of a whole tray of nothing but half cents, this one right here, I was like, I gotta have that. I need that so bad. Just a plain edge, huh? And half cent. It's had a little bit of stuff going on here and there. You can see some stuff between the E. I think that a little surgery might take that out of there. You'd have to be so careful though. But I think it's a great looking coin, great looking piece of history right here. And the color on it, if you can just enjoy it as much as I do, is phenomenal. So this might be a piece that I want to have just sent in just to keep it protected in a capsule. And people were asking me, like, do I ever have raw coins? I think that if you watch the channel, you see plenty of raw coins. But if you don't watch the channel and you don't really know what I'm all about, then you don't see raw coins. But yes, I do. I have plenty of raw coins, and I do like raw coins a lot. But sometimes I do believe that there is a necessary evil in the grading companies. And long story short, this video is really about squeezing the peace dollar. I just added a couple bonuses because why not? I'm still doing it. I'm still buying the peace dollar. People ask me all the time, you still doing it? Yep, still doing it. Even if you don't see a video, which there's been a video every single month here in 2023 about me squeezing the peace dollar, even if you don't see a video, know that I ain't stopping. I can't stop. I won't stop. I keep buying the peace dollars. I love them so much. And I'm long-winded. I got to go because that wind is just starting to run dry now. I'm starting to run out of wind. All right. Anyways, keep up the good fight on the peace dollars. I think that one day that I think the collectors are really going to realize what an opportunity they had to get into a really, really cheap piece of history in the peace dollar. They're wonderful. They're great looking. Some people would say they're not as great as the Morgan dollar, but you know what? They're still great. They're still a great piece of American history. And they're so great that they're putting out new commemorative peace dollars now here in 2023. 2021, they put them out. Those new proof peace dollars look great, by the way. and the new improved Morgan dollars. Those are great looking coins, US Mint. If you watch this for 16, 17, 18 minutes, wherever we are right now, great pieces. Anyways, I got to go. I appreciate you all for watching. Listen, stay tuned to the channel. Thumbs up if you don't mind. Subscribe, do the bell icon, find out when I do new videos. I've been doing a lot. I've been trying to pump them out a little bit to try to give you more options of things to watch. For people that collect coins, I got you. For people that collect bullion, got you. People that are only interested in just silver and gold bullion, I got you. I got you from several different angles. Enjoy the channel, please. I insist. Anyways, I got to go. Spegtacular is out. When I was a kid, we did this every day in school, and I believe we need to bring this back a little bit, and I'm going to start right now. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.